Name an elite fighter that Boots has beaten.
Timothy Bradley has some more things to say, probably about some of the backlash that he received for pretty much warning Jaron Boots Ennis of Teofimo Lopez. It's your boy, Mr. 926, a.k.a. Bushido the Dragon, a.k.a. the Black Mage, a.k.a. I could just do this all day, the two-time demonetized champion of the world.
I need y'all to get the likes up, man. Get the likes up.
Check it out, man. I guess this fight between Jaron Ennis and Teofimo Lopez is really a thing, right? It's supposed to be really a thing. We hear Devin Haney is also interested in facing Teofimo Lopez. Me personally, I would much rather see Jaron Boots Ennis fight Teofimo Lopez because, well, we already got something going. But Timothy Bradley came out a couple of days ago and gave his thoughts on the matchup, which was surprising to many people. He pretty much said that to watch out for Teofimo Lopez, that Teofimo Lopez has timing, right? I guess after people talked about his reasonings for saying that Teofimo stands a chance, now he has something more to say. Check it out.
Name an elite fighter that Boots has beaten. I see the talent. I see the ability. I see all of that y'all see. But name a guy. He don't have a guy on his resume. But you know who got a guys on their resume that were elite? Teofimo Lopez. You think I'm supporting this clown? I'm not supporting this clown. I'm trying to drop y'all some knowledge. It's not an easy fight for Boots. It's a difficult fight for both guys. However, Teofimo Lopez has more experience at the elite level. He's athletic. He's sure of himself. He rises to these types of occasions. He likes these type of fights. You think he picking on Boots because, oh, he just want to fight at payday? Hell no. He knows what he can do. And I see it too.
Now, to hear what he had to say, the thing with Timothy Bradley is the guy knows his shit, right? He knows what he's talking about. So it's hard for me to completely dismiss what he's saying. Even though I don't agree, it's hard for me to dismiss it. Now, he said he brought up the resume argument. Who has Jaron Boots Ennis beat that was elite? What elite fighter did he beat that was elite? I mean, shit, none. Honestly, bro. And Teofimo got a win over Loma, right? And I did a video on that a little while ago, and I thought that fight was a draw. That fight should have been a draw, that fight with Lomachenko. But I'm not going to argue that. But I'm trying to think what elite fighters that Teofimo beat. What elite fighters outside of Lomachenko, right, did he really beat? Elite. When we're talking elite, we're talking names like Lomachenko. We know Jaron Boots Ennis don't have anybody of those calibers on his resume, right? Regardless of the weight, he don't have anybody that's considered an elite on his resume. And an elite fighter for Jaron Boots Ennis would have been somebody like Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, Terrence Crawford. One of those guys would have been an elite, right? Teofimo Lopez was able to get Lomachenko on his resume. Got the victory over Lomachenko. Lost to George Kambosos. Struggled with Sandro Martin. Struggled with Steve Claggett. I mean, come on, man. So this is why it's hard for me to agree with Timothy Bradley here. Because I've seen Teofimo struggle with lesser guys, bro. It don't really matter about the resume. And I mean, the resume matters, but it don't matter like that. Because just because a guy got these names on his resume don't mean he could beat this guy that don't got no names on his resume. That doesn't determine who will win a fight. It doesn't always determine that. So I'm looking at it as two guys with pretty similar approaches to the fight game, right? They both pretty flashy. I think Jaron Boots Ennis has a more consistent jab and more consistent textbook skills, though. Teofimo is all flash. He be playing in there. Jaron Boots Ennis will get in there and, and pop the jab out and, And then once he gets a feel of the tempo of the fight, then that's when he starts to showboat and starts to, razzle and dazzle and do Matrix-like moves, right? But I can't use even that argument to give Teofimo grace. Now, he did say he ain't supporting this clown. So he's strictly looking at it from a mano-a-mano boxing standpoint. Dudes in the ring, who's going to win? He's leaning towards Teofimo. That's interesting. That makes this fight a little more interesting because I do, some people don't listen to Bradley. But Bradley, in my opinion, he tends to be right more times than none. Right? And fuck, he's the guy that discovered Terrence Crawford when nobody, you know what I'm saying? He's the one that kind of, discovered Bud. Like, man, you ain't a sparring partner, bro. So he knows what he sees, right? So I part of me is kind of want to see what he's talking about, but the other part of me is like, nah, bro, I don't see T.O. I seen T.O. in rocky situations. Yeah, he believes in himself now. At one point in time, he was questioning himself. At one point in time, Teofimo was questioning himself. He seemed to got that all under control, but look, man, he's going after Boots, man. And let's be honest, Jaron Ennis isn't necessarily a big star, a big payday type of fight. It's going to be big as it can get for T.O., considering the difficulty of the opponent, the championship fight and all that stuff. But Jaron Boots Ennis is far from so I don't know if this is just a money fight for him, for Teofimo. Maybe Timothy Bradley's on to something. Maybe Teofimo's going after Boots because they see something they can exploit, see holes in this game that they feel that they can exploit. It sounds crazy, but you got to respect it. You know what I'm saying? You got to respect it. If he's going fully out the Boots, a part of you as a fight fan got to respect it, but the other part of you can say, fuck this clown too. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably how Timothy Bradley sees it. He sees it as a tough challenge for both guys. He said for both guys now. This is a difficult fight for both guys. He said, basically he's saying it won't be as one-sided as you think. That's basically what Timothy Bradley is saying. He's basically saying that Jaron Boots Ennis is not about to just go up in there and just run through Teofimo Lopez. That's basically what he's saying. But I don't know, you guys. I have a hard time believing it still because Jaron Boots Ennis is a very talented fighter. However, I do have my questions. Him being at the weight for too long, will that affect him as he continues to age and, sit at 147? The power don't seem to still be the same as it once was when he first kind of came on the scene, when he was splashing guys and smashing guys. Yeah, it's not necessarily like that. Now, it's taking a lot more punches in abundance to really get these guys up out of there for Jaron Boots Ennis. Will it be the same for Teofimo? I don't know. Teofimo is a smaller guy coming up. He may not be able to handle the punches as well. Teofimo is also a fighter who don't react to getting hit well. He don't seem to like to get hit. Nobody likes to get hit, but you know what I mean. He shows it when he gets hit, right? When he's on a back foot, you see the look on, he don't have a good poker face. And then he gets bruised up pretty easily as well. So Jaron Boots Ennis, who's a ambidextrous fighter now, he's a switch hitter, switching up stances, popping out them jabs, them stinging hard jabs. One jab is probably harder than the other. It's going to be hurting like a motherfucker. I mean, what? So I hear what Bradley is saying, and I'm going to be paying attention to it. I'm not going to totally dismiss it like most probably would. I'm going to keep it at the back of my mind. Maybe Teofimo Lopez may have something, but as of right now, I don't see him having nothing. But tell me what you guys think. Timothy Bradley says, who has Jaron Ennis beat? That was elite. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.